was trying to think of where to set this. I can't see my face. All right, it's cool for now. I found a book. I don't know if I want to read it or not, though. I might read this. I'll try. Okay, so this is, where was I at? This is 2 Kings 17 at the top. It says, New king of Israel, Hoshea, father's name Elah, length of his reign 9 years in Samaria. Character of his reign, evil, but not as bad as some of the other kings of Israel. Reigning in Judah at this time, King Ahaz, who had been the king there for 12 years. King Shalmaneser of Assyria attacked and defeated King Hoshea. So Israel had to pay heavy annual taxes to Assyria. Then Hoshea conspired against the king of Assyria by asking King So of Egypt to help him shake free of Assyria's power, but this treachery was discovered. At the same time, he refused to pay the annual tribute to Assyria. So the king of Assyria put him in prison and in chains for his rebellion. Now the land of Israel was filled with Assyrian troops for 3 years, besieging Samaria, the capital city of Israel. Finally, the 9th year of King Hoshea's reign, Samaria fell, and the people of Israel were exiled to Assyria. They were placed in colonies in the city of Hala and along the banks of the harbor river in Gozan, and among the cities of Medes. This disaster came upon the nation of Israel because the people worship other gods, thus sinning against the Lord their God, who had brought them safely out of their slavery in Egypt. They had followed the evil customs of the nations which the Lord had cast out before them. The people of Israel had also secretly done many things that were wrong, and they had built altars to other gods throughout the land. They had placed obelisk, obelisks and idols at the top of every hill and under every green tree. And they had burned incense to the gods of the very nations which the Lord had cleared out of the land when Israel came in. So the people of Israel had done many evil things, and the Lord was very angry. Yes, they worship idols despite the Lord's specific and repeated warnings. Again and again, the Lord has sent prophets to warn both Israel and Judah to turn from their evil ways. He had warned them to obey his commandments, which he had given to their ancestors throughout these prophets. But Israel wouldn't listen. The people were stubborn as their ancestors and refused to believe in the Lord their God. They rejected his laws and covenant he had made with their ancestors. And despite all the warnings and their foolishness, they worshiped heathen idols despite the Lord's stern warnings. They defiled all the commandments of the Lord their God and made 2 calves from molten gold. They made detestable, shameful idols and worshipped Baal and the sun, moon, and the stars. They even burned their own sons and daughters to death on altars of Molech. They consulted fortune tellers and used magic and sold themselves to evil. So the Lord was very angry. I told you these niggas be using magic. It's called, they be using beauty magic, all sorts of stuff. It says he swept from them the sight until only the tribe of Judah remained in the land. But even Judah refused to obey the commandments of the Lord their God. They too walked in the same evil paths of Israel had. So the Lord rejected all descendants of Jacob. He punished them by delivering them to their attackers until they were destroyed. So the Lord rejected all descendants of Jacob. He punished them by delivering them to their attackers until they were destroyed. And that's what I'm saying. Like certain things that happen to people, it's like when y'all hear the stories and y'all be like mad, like I just said, the whole Biggie story. Like that was God. Did you not just hear what he said? He said he punished them by delivering them to their attackers until they were destroyed. So a lot of the bad shit that happened to people, they actually deserved it. Like anybody that God took away, hate to break it to you, but they actually deserved it. It said, um, for Israel split off from the kingdom of David and chose Jeroboam the first and its king. Then Jeroboam drew Israel away from the following the Lord. He made them sin a great sin, and the people of Israel never quit doing the evil things that Jeroboam led them into, until the Lord finally swept them away, just as all his prophets had warned would happen. So Israel was carried off to the land of Assyria, where they remain to this day. And the king of Assyria transported colonies of people from Babylon, Kuta, Ava, Hamath, and Ser and Sepharium, and resettled them into the cities of Samaria, replacing the people of Israel. So the Assyrians took over Samaria and the other cities of Israel. But since these Assyrian colonists did not worship the Lord when he first arrived, the Lord sent lions among them to kill some of them. Then they sent a message to the king of Assyria. We colonists here in Israel don't know the laws of God of the land, and he has sent lions among us to destroy us because we have not worshipped him. The king of Assyria then decreed that one of the exiled priests from Samaria should return to Israel and teach the new residents the laws of God, the land, which I think is me because I'm the exiled person. I'm just saying. And where is it at? So one of them returned to Bethel and taught the colonists from Babylon how to worship the Lord. But these foreigners also worshiped their own gods. They placed them in the shrines on the hills near their cities. Those from Babylon worship idols of their god Saka Benoth. Those from Cuth worshiped their god Nergal, and the men of Hamath worshipped Ashima. The gods Nebaz and Tartak were worshipped by the Avites, and the people of Shephar even burned their own children on altars of their gods Adramelech and Amalek. They also worshiped the Lord, and they appointed from among themselves priests to sacrifice to the Lord on the hilltop altars. But they continued to follow the religious customs of nations from which they came, and this is still going on among them today. They follow their former practices instead of truly worshiping the Lord or obeying the laws he gave to the descendants of Jacob, whose names was later changed to Israel. From the Lord had made a contract with them that they were never to worship or make sacrifices to any heathen gods. They were to worship only the Lord who had brought them out of the land of Egypt with such tremendous miracles and power. The descendants of Jacob were to obey all the God's law and never worship other gods. For God had said, "You must never forget the covenant I made with you. Never worship other gods. You must worship only the God. He will save you from all your enemies." For God, he said, "You must never forget the covenant I made with you. Never worship other gods. You must worship only the Lord. He will save you from all of your enemies." But Israel didn't listen, and the people continued to worship other gods. The colonists from Babylon worshiped the Lord, yes, but they also worship their idols. And to this day, their descendants do the same thing. And I think that's what a lot of people don't. I love you too. I think a lot of people don't understand that you can believe in God and still worship idols. And I feel like even I, at a point, was worshiping idols. Like, um, what was I saying? What was I thinking? Like, famous people, celebrities, those are idols. You hear when people be like, who do you idolize or who's your idol? Like, I know it sounds so innocent, but that's like a really bad sin. Like, you shouldn't even use those words because, like, we're not supposed to have idols. I think I want to do one more. But that's why so much shit be going on. That's why God doesn't give anybody peace. That's why there's always things going on in the industry. Somebody getting cheated on, somebody doing some crazy shit, some just always something, because God is never going to give peace to something that he doesn't want to even exist. It says, okay, this is going to be the last one. Yeah, I'm going to read this and then I'm going to go again. Then I'm going to, I'm going to probably do some squats. It says, new king of Judah, Hezekiah, father's name Ahaz, length of his reign 29 years in Jerusalem. His age at the beginning of his reign 25 years old. His mother's name Abi, character of his reign good. Reigning in Israel at this time, King Hoshea, who had been the king there for 3 years. He removed the shrines on the hills, broke down the obsoletes, knocked down the shameful idols of Asherah. It broke up the bronze serpent that Moses had made. I didn't even know that Moses made an idol. But yeah, that Moses had made, because the people of Israel had begun to worship it by burning incense to it. Even though, as King Hezekiah pointed out to them, it was merely a piece of bronze. He trusted very strongly in the Lord God of Israel. In fact, none of the kings before or after him were as close to God as he was, for he followed Lord in everything. He carefully obeyed all of God's commandments to Moses. So the Lord was with him and prospered everything he did. Then he rebelled against the king of Assyria and refused to pay tribute any longer. He also conquered the Philistines as far distant as Gaza and its suburbs, destroying cities both large and small. It was during the 4th year of his reign, which was the 7th year of the reign of King Hoshea in Israel, that King Shalmaneser of Assyria attacked Israel and began to siege on the city of Samaria. 3 years later, during the 6th year of the reign of King Hezekiah and the 9th year of the reign King Hoshea of Israel, Samaria fell. It was at the time that the king of Assyria transported the Israelis to Assyria and put them in the colonies in the city of Halah and along the banks of the harbor river in Gozan, and in the cities of the Medes, for they had refused to listen to the Lord and their God, or to do whatever he warned them to do. Instead, they had transgressed his covenant and disobeyed all the laws given to them by Moses and the servant God. Later, during the 14th year of the reign of King Hezekiah, King Sennacherib of Assyria besieged and captured all the fortified cities of Judah. King Hezekiah sued for peace and sent this message to the he sued for peace. I'm screaming. And sent this message to the king of Assyria at Lachish. I have done wrong, and I will pay whatever tribute you demand if you will only go away. The king of Assyria then demanded a settlement of $1.5 million. To gather this amount, King Hezekiah used all the silver stored at the temple and in the palace treasury. He even stripped off the gold from the temple doors and from the doorposts. He had overlaid with gold and gave it all to the Assyrian king. Nevertheless, the king of Assyria sent his field marshal, his chief treasurer, and his chief of staff from Lachish with a great army, and they camped along the highway beside the field where cloth was bleached, near the conduit of the upper pool. They demanded that King Hezekiah come out and speak to them, but instead he sent a truce delegation of the following men: Eliakim, his business manager, Shebnab, his secretary, and Joah, his royal historian. Then the Assyrian general sent this message to King Hezekiah. The great king of Assyria says, "No one can save you from my power. You need more than mere promises of help before rebelling against me. Because which of your allies will give you more than words? Egypt? If you lean on Egypt, you will find her to be a stick that breaks beneath your weight and pierces your hand. The Egyptian Pharaoh is totally unreliable. And if you say, we're trusting the Lord to rescue us, just remember that he is the very one whose hilltop altars you destroyed. For you require everyone to worship you to for you require everyone to worship at the altar in Jerusalem. I'll tell you what, make a bet with my master, the king of Assyria. If you have 2,000 men left who can ride horses, we'll furnish the horses. And with the army as small as yours, you are no threat to even the least lieutenant in charge of the smallest contingent in my master's army. Even if Egypt supplies you with horses and chariots, it will do no good. And do you think we have come here on our own? No, the Lord sent us and told us, go and destroy this nation. Then Eliakim, Shebnab, and Joah said to them, please speak to Aramaic, for we understand it. Don't use Hebrew, for the people standing on the walls will hear you. But the Assyrian general replied, has my master sent me to speak only to you and your master? Hasn't he sent me to the people on the walls too? For they are doomed with you to eat their own excrement and drink their own urine. Then the Assyrian ambassador shouted in Hebrew to the people on the wall, listen to the great king of Assyria. Don't let King Hezekiah fool you. He will never be able to save you from my power. Don't let him fool you into trusting into the Lord to rescue you. Don't listen to Hezekiah. Surrender. You can live in peace here with your own land until I take you to another land just like this one, with plentiful crops, grain, wine, olive trees, and honey. All of this instead of death. Don't listen to King Hezekiah when he tries to persuade you that the Lord will deliver you. Have any of the gods of your other nations ever delivered their people from the king of Assyria? What happened to the other gods, to the gods of Haman, Arpad, Sarphraim, Hena, and Ivra? Did they rescue Samaria? What God has ever been able to save any nation from my power? Well, so what makes you think the Lord can save Jerusalem? But the people on the wall remained silent, for the king had remained silent, for the king had instructed them to say nothing. Then Eliakim, the business manager, and Sheba, the king's secretary, and Joah, the historian, went to King Hezekiah with their clothes torn and told him what the Assyrian general said. Yo, this got deep. So basically, he was talking about what's been going on. So basically, all this shit, I'm telling you, this idols and this sacrificing shit, this shit started a long time ago. I even think back, going back to like the Mayans, they used to sacrifice a certain amount of people every year. This is something that this has been going on for a long time, and God has been trying to get rid of it for so long, and it keeps coming back. It keeps coming back. It keeps coming back. And what else? Oh, he said that niggas is getting sued 1.5 million for peace. And then he said, hold on. Let's keep going back. Where did it get good? He said, okay, no one can save you from my power. You need more than mere promises of help before rebelling against me. It says, but with which of your allies will give you more than words? Egypt. If you lean on Egypt, you will find her to be a stick that breaks beneath your weight and pierces your hand. The Egyptian Pharaoh is totally unreliable. Like, do y'all understand what they're saying? It says, if you say we're trusting the Lord to rescue us, just remember that he is the very one whose hilltop altars you've destroyed. For you require everyone to worship at the altar in Jerusalem. I'll tell you what, make a bet with your master. So basically, he was saying, like, to the people that's not listening, it's like nobody's going to come and save you. Nobody can help you. All people are giving you is false promises, and they're just going to watch you destroy your fucking life because they can't help you. Unreliable. And then he was saying, like, and then the same people who do evil shit and then try to run to God and think God is going to rescue them. Why would you think that God would try to rescue you? And like you said, you destroyed his altars. No, you didn't physically go destroy his altars by promoting a demonic lifestyle. You're destroying his shit. That's like what he's saying. It's like God is not going to help you. He's like, nobody else, none of these other people that are swearing they're going to help you, they're not going to help you. He said, I will give you all the horses you need for your army and fund them, and you still won't win. But in the end, he said, which is what I've been saying for months, years now, it says surrender. It says you can live in peace here in your own land until I take you to another land just like this one, with plentiful crops, grains, wine, olive trees, and honey. All of this instead of death. Don't listen to King Hezekiah when he tries to persuade you that the Lord will deliver you. Have any of the gods of the other nations ever delivered their people from the king of Assyria? What happened to the gods of Hamath, Arpad, Saravan, Henna, Iva? Did they rescue Samaria? Basically, he was saying that if somebody was going to come and save you, if your gods were going to come and save you, why they haven't done it by now? But he said, oh, this is the part. So it says, but the people on the wall remain. No, the part where hold on, where did I find it at? This is the part that I wanted to talk about. It says, he told them to speak in a different language. He said, please speak in Aramaic, for we understand it. Don't use Hebrew, for the people standing on the walls will hear you. But the Assyrian general replied, has my master sent me to only speak to you and your master? Hasn't he sent me to the people on the walls too? For they are doomed with you to eat their own excrement and drink their own urine. So basically, what he was saying, because everybody's so mad that I'm like being open with this instead of like being private about this. But God wanted me to speak on this because y'all are not the only ones that are in trouble. Everybody's in trouble. It's not just a group of individuals. Everybody's in danger. That's why God is calling me to use my voice in my platform to save everybody, not just a group of people. So I just had to put that out there. But yes, he said, but you must never forget the covenant I made with you. Never worship other gods. You must worship only the Lord. He will save you from all of your enemies. And that's like the only way to get saved. If you keep worshiping other gods, God is going to keep letting bad things happen to you. Might even take you out of here. That's the only way you can get saved, and he can protect you. He can't protect you if you're playing both sides, if you're half in, half out. But he can only protect you if you're not. You see how I don't worship any other gods and I'm highly protected? Yes, I go through a lot of bullshit, but it really don't be that bad. Yes, I go through a lot of annoying, weird shit and spiritual attacks. But have y'all ever seen me go through anything that was like a car accident that was dead, like could have killed me, or both my parents are both still alive? Like, I've never been to prison. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yes, bad shit still does happen to me, but not like it be happening to y'all. That's all I can say. And the only way that can save you is God. Not none of these demonic ass gods, none of these people can save you. None of these people who you think are so powerful and have money, even they're no match for God. If they was, I wouldn't be here. I would have been dead. So take into accountability that when making your decision, because none of these people can save you. The only way is God. And you have to really believe, not just because it sounds good. Because there are artists who talk about God all the time, but are very far from God. So, yeah. Anyway, so if you're tired of the chaos and you want some peace, I think it's time to turn to God. And that's why he sent me here too. Because I know that a lot of y'all just don't know how. You don't know what's okay. You don't know really where to start because God probably never really was a part of your life. You probably didn't grow up in church and stuff like that. So you probably don't really have, like, you probably really don't know. And I feel like that's why God is so patient, because a lot of y'all don't know any better. Like, you don't know any better. So I'm only going to read one page of this. It says, praise to be the God and the Father of our Lord. It says, Jesus Christ, the Father of compassion and the God of all comfort, who comforts us in all of our troubles, so we can comfort those in any trouble with the comfort we ourselves receive from God. The Lord your God is with you, the mighty warrior who saves. He will take great delight in you. In his love, he will no longer rebuke you, but will rejoice over you with singing. The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit. The Lamb at the center of the throne will be their shepherd. He will lead them to the springs of living water, and God will wipe away every tear from their eyes. It says, let the beloved of the Lord rest secure in him, for he shields him all day, and the one the Lord loves rests between his shoulders. I have seen their ways, but I will heal them. I will guide them and restore comfort to Israel's mourners, creating praise on their lips. Peace, peace to those far and near, says the Lord, and I will heal them. Then the young men will dance and be glad, young men and old as well. I will turn their mourning into gladness. I will give them comfort and joy instead of sorrow. Aww. You see what that says? He says, I have seen their ways, but I will heal them. Like, I have seen their ways, but I still will heal them. I will guide them. I will restore them. I will comfort them into Israel's mourners, creating praise on their lips. Peace, peace to those far and near, says the Lord, and I will heal them. It says, then young women will dance and be glad, young men and old as well. Young women will dance and be glad. Young men, I will turn their mourning into gladness. I will get. See, I told y'all God don't be caring about me dancing. Y'all been trying to tell y'all he does not care. See, he said the young women will dance. And I think he's gonna heal my man. I told y'all, I know he is. God be telling me shit. You just have to do something to him to humble him, to be nicer to me. I'm telling you. He'll be healed again. It'll be so yeah. Thank you. But yeah, God is tired of this shit. It's gotten too far out of control. And then this AI shit, God said, hell no, y'all doing too fucking much. Now y'all got robots. God's like, y'all don't even do the shit y'all supposed to do on this bitch. And now y'all creating some shit. Now y'all creating more shit. Y'all don't even do the shit y'all supposed to do. It's getting out of hand. It really is. So, Trump is abused, aka the little horn on the most powerful kingdom, Jericho, lost prophet, the world president. Who is Jared? Y'all know I don't be knowing a lot of politics. Who will present the mark of the beast? Yeah, that's not a good thing. But I don't really like AI shit. I like to do stuff by myself. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. There's got to be something though for AI. Yes, I'm in love with you too. Crazy. But yeah, my man's gonna get healed. I'm excited about that. I'm excited about that. And he said we gonna be dancing. Okay, young house turn out. I'm screaming. I do, but I don't. But I do, but I don't. Like that's my man, but that's not my man, but that's still my man. So it's like, yeah. Yeah, they are. Everything is high. That's how you know the country is struggling. That's when you know when shit starts getting high, when we start getting into wars, the economy's not looking good. Whenever we're in a war with somebody else, it's because our economy is not good. And we got to take something from somebody else, or we're just trying to boost the prices up to try to get out of a hole that we're in. But whenever you see a war, the economy's not good. Literally. But the economy is bad because all the shit that people are doing to me. That's what people don't understand. Y'all think y'all gonna get rid of me and live a good life? Oh, fuck no. We're all gonna be broke. Fuck are you talking about? That's why. Think about it. When I was being taken care of, everybody was making really good money. Soon as y'all start fucking with my money, everybody lost money. Better start putting two and two together. This is, yeah, it's over oil stuff. But it's not Trump. That's what y'all don't understand. Trump can't make a decision by himself. Like he can make executive orders, but Trump just can't wake up and just be like, this is what we're doing today. He has to get that shit approved by 700 other people. And he's not even the one that's really in charge. He has to take orders too. Only dictators are in charge. If you're a dictator of your country, then you can truthfully do whatever the fuck you want to do. But like that's what I think y'all don't understand. Like the presidents don't have as much power as y'all think. The president is just more of the face. But the president doesn't alone just have power. Like they have to go through so many other people to do certain shit. But yeah, I agree. I agree. Good morning. I'm trying to think. Do I want to do tarot? It says speed, rapid action, movement, swift change, manifestation, manifesting quickly, quick decisions, air travel. Yeah, we are controlled by Israel. We have been for a long time. I'm assuming that Israel has a lot of money, but that's because I don't know if you want to say that they were smart or what, but they definitely were able to focus on shit that other people weren't focusing on and was able to control everything. How Israel, let me tell you, this is how all this shit happened. Is racism. Because Jews were so just like black people. That's why we are so in the entertainment business because it was, I mean, that's pretty much all they thought that we were good for. And that, like, generationally has continued to happen. But Jewish people weren't allowed in a lot of different industries at one point in time because of racism. Hollywood and movies and stuff like that, that was one industry that they were allowed to be in. So when they got into it, they basically took it over because that was one of the few industries that they were allowed to be into. And that's how they were able to control everything. Because if you control the movies, the music, and all that shit, you pretty much control the world because you control the messages and the stuff that you're putting out to the world. So that's pretty much how they did it because people were racist against them, which probably is what turned them evil. But I don't know. It says manifestation, final opportunity, skill development, ambition, desire, diligence. Yeah. So. It says nurturing, practical, providing financially, a working parent. It says greediness, possessiveness, stinginess, overspending, self-protection. Bad luck, no control, resistance to change, breaking cycles, negative phase. And I think that that's probably what a lot of people are going through. But when you're breaking cycles, it is going to get negative. That's pretty much what everything that I went through. And I was breaking a lot of cycles. I went through a lot of stuff. But once you get through the other side, it is better. Yes, the first will be the last, and the last will be the first. It says the high priestess. It says intuition, sacred, knowledge, the subconscious, divine feminine, trust yourself, sensitivity, purity, high morals. Thank you. And then the lovers. It says love, harmony, relationship, union, partnership, sexuality, passion, values, alignment, deep love, a choice, the strength of two together. Yeah. All right, let me get my ass up. It's 8 o'clock. I did some tarot. I actually want to do tarot. I want to do videos. So that's why, yes, I'm going to save this because I want to actually start making shorts with tarot cards. So we're going to save this for later. Get some content in. Start doing more content. What do I want to do? Do I want to do squats and stuff real quick? Squats and kickbacks. Might as well. It ain't gonna take that long to do. And then I'm gonna go take a shower. And I gotta fold up my laundry and hang up my clothes so that my room is all tidy. I need to find the dustpan. But yeah. Maybe I'll start doing workouts again. I ain't doing it today because I just did all this walking. But I know I've been saying that. But maybe I really will. I gotta use the bathroom. But I'm trying to hurry up. All right. I'm gonna get my green little mat. That's what I need to start doing. I need to start doing my yoga again. I just want to make sure that both camera angles can see me, which is kind of hard. Not here. Okay, that's better. I can still see me. I should put on some fucking music. Do I have a sports bra on? Yeah, I do. All right, let's do. I'll probably do 100 squats. Do them in 25s. I actually have weights too. I'm gonna start bringing my weights in here. I got that deadlift. I'm gonna bring that in here. Don't nobody use that shit but me. I'm gonna start bringing my deadlift bars and stuff. Bring that deadlift stuff in here. All right, let's do squats. 1, 2, 3. How much what? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 20, 23, 24, 25. All right, let's do our kickbacks. I haven't done this in a while. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, That definitely burns. 2, 3, 4. Oh, that burns. Definitely burns right here. My lower butt. All right, we gotta do 3 more. How? Hi. When the water's so blue. I smoke too. Thank you. That's how you know people are miserable. It's like, how are you so mad that a bitch is happy, high vibing, doing a little workout? Maybe if you're so bothered, you might need to start getting up in the morning and working out too. Because it's such a just, when you get up at 5 and you hear the birds chirping in the morning, it really does set your day. Like, I'm having a great day. I don't think you understand. Like, every time I say this, some bullshit happens, but I'm not letting people trigger me anymore. Now that I know that that's all people want to do is just trigger me and have me in a bad mood because it makes them feel good. Now I know by me being happy, it makes them feel bad. So I just gotta keep being happy. Literally. And you gotta be fucked up if you were feeling a certain type of way because the vibes are great today. I don't know. Yeah. All right. One more set. Well, no, we have to do 3 more. I ain't gonna lie, when I started doing that home workouts, my body probably was the best that it ever was. All right. 1. Last one. Then kickbacks. Yay. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, morning workout. Damn, my phone is even charging. Okay. 180 for the next set. Okay, I got you. I can do that. I got some oatmeal cream pies because I thought maybe I'd see my baby today. But I don't think she's coming over. So I'll probably save. She likes these. But I don't think I'm gonna see her today. I miss my little stinky butt. I swear. She liked being on the camera. She wanna be on live. She's gonna have such a personality. I'm telling you. She's gonna have such a personality. I already know. Third set, I started to do kickbacks, and we have one more set, and we're done. I'll probably do an ab workout tomorrow. Switch it up, do legs one day, abs one day, arms, even though I never do my arms, but we can fake some. Oh, shit. anything but you. I'm like, do I want to do my makeup today? I might as well. Because I want to do a lot of content. So I might as well get cute. I should have saved that cheetah dress for today. Because I actually plan on doing content today. But it's not a big deal. I only had that dress on for like 5 seconds. I should have saved it for today. Not a big deal, though. Not a big deal. I need to write down everything I need to do today. Okay. My niece can destroy half my notebook. I have one more set left. So I want to do some TikToks, but I could do it from do TikTok reviews on stuff that I ordered. So past orders, because I didn't do any of these. So I can go back and do these. But I don't got to do all of them today. Just do some of them. What else? I want to do tarot shorts for all socials. What else? Obviously, I gotta do some twerk lives. I've been slacking on those. I'm trying to think of what else. Oh, I gotta cook today. I gotta make steak. What else? Oh, try on haul for my new stuff. Try on haul for memberships. I knew this pen was gonna go out. I swear I thought that last night. I said, watch me grab this pen and this one go out. And I knew it. I got another pen somewhere. So, do I want to do my feet today? I might have time to do my feet. I might do that later in the day. Y'all, I need a pen. Hold on. I still got one more set. I got one more set to do. Let me do it. Let me get my phone. I'm debating if I want to smoke today or not. If I want to smoke today, I'm about to text the weed man and see if he got any. If not, I guess I could go to the dispensary. But I want to get a lot of stuff done before I smoke. Try on haul for memberships. Is there anything else that I need to do today? I do need to open up. I might try to do one online. I'm going to do that. I'm going to open an online bank account. Because I really don't like dealing with people. You just do that shit online. I got my social. Anything else? And I might do reading. Now I have to figure out what my email is for my reading channel. And I can actually start doing that. That's only going to take me an hour. I do like an hour a day. Or however long it takes me to do a couple chapters a day. I think that's all I want to do today. And then go live on all that. All right, that's what the game plan is. All right, let's do some squats. No, I'm not in any trouble, bro. I have the most purest intentions. All right. I will. It's not that many people on here anyway. And I'm going to get a dress on and get cute. And then I'm going to do some twerk lives. But I got one more set. 1, 1, 3, no, just let me know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15. That was like 15. Hi. All right. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh, that burns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, I'm about to take a shower and I will be back on. And after I get out, I'll probably do my makeup. Thank you for the gifts. I love you guys. I'll be back on. I might leave this one on while I get in the shower. You always need a new fix. Okay. It says closure. It says final chapter, accepting what happened. All right, let me get my ass in the shower. Get my ass out of the shower. Fold up my laundry. I can't leave that computer right there because I'm going to have to, when I get out the shower. I think I'm going to cut my cantaloupe up. All right, y'all. I'm about to leave this running, but I'm about to turn it so that when I come in here, I'm not booty ass naked. So I'm about to turn this facing the wall. But I will be out the shower soon. I'm going to organize this room a little better when I get out. I need my bonnet for my hair. That shit is not moving. It's not coming up. Maybe sleeping in a wig is not so bad. Because I used to talk shit about that. I swear. I never sleep in my wigs. But now that I know it's not so bad, it actually makes life easier than having to put that bitch on every day. Even though it only takes 2 seconds to put on. I kind of fuck with this a little bit. Oh yeah, and then I have to edit that one video. I have my shower time routine video. I'm about to start doing content again. All right, shower time. I'll be back. I gotta get my clothes out the back and organize them. Hold them. Oh, I think I'll put my my self tanner lotion on today. I have super tampons somewhere. I think in the closet. Yes, sir. It's a super regular. I be burning through lotion. But they sell this. They got banana boat version of this at the dollar store. So I'll probably try the banana boat version. I probably will get a room again now that I'm feeling better and I'm back to doing shit. But I'm gonna wait until I'm off my period so I can actually do live content. And I started on Saturday, so I'll probably be off this weekend. I'll probably get another room next week. I'll probably do it during the week instead of the weekend. It's way cheaper. It's like double the price on the weekends. Plus, I need to look into my points because I know I probably have a free room. I keep saying I need to call them, but I really do need to call them so I can see how many points I got because I might not even have to spend no money on her. I've been getting rooms since last year. I got hella rooms last year. Almost every weekend I was getting a room last year for like a couple months. I don't know. I might go to the other side. I might go back to the other side, but I smoke now. That's the only thing. But I'm trying to use my job as my job because I have a job. I don't gotta do all that fucking community service. I don't know. I'm actually chilling though. I really don't have no complaints. I might put my blue dress on. I'm gonna lie to you, instead of putting on something new today, because the blue dress is something I can work in. I might use some of my old outfits to do some videos for TikTok though, because I do need to promote some of those TikTok outfits. And this new wig. I think I'm gonna put this blue dress on today. So that's a perfect twerking dress. It doesn't rise up. I just need one of my bras, even though I don't usually wear bras, but I'm trying to be more ladylike. Trying. I'm trying. All right. I need to make some bone broth, some tea. I'm about to drink a meal replacement shake because I'm starting to get hungry. Put some creatine in it. I gotta do this laundry. And I still gotta cook dinner. I kind of have a lot of stuff to do, but not a big deal. Yeah. All right, I'm about to warm up my bone broth. And then I guess I'm gonna do some makeup today since I haven't been doing it the past couple of days. Even though, I don't know, I'd be feeling cute without the makeup. It's just something to do, I guess. All right, bone broth. I need to get my clothes out the back so I can put these clothes up. I need to take this and that trash out. My Amazon trash from yesterday. All right, bone broth. Y'all make me some peppermint tea. I do want some peppermint tea, but I don't think I should drink both of them at the same time. So I guess I'll do bone broth first. And then I'll make some tea. I don't think I took a picture in this dress, so I probably did take a picture in this today. No, I don't think I ever have. I'm about to get on. If the views are low, I'm just gonna do my makeup. But if the views are decent, I'll do it. A meal replacement shake because I am starting to get hungry. Some creatine in there. All right. Let's see what this live is hitting for. And then we will do the rest of the stuff that we need to get done today. I do want to do my feet today. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I feel like my feet won't take that long. I want to do my nails too, but that shit took me 3 hours last time. I don't know if I have time for that. That shit took me 3 fucking hours. I really need to just get some gel polish and call it a day. I might go to the fucking dollar store today. And I know they be having gel polish. They probably don't have a lot of colors, but I'll probably just get me one and then order some more off of Amazon. Okay. Make sure I clean my room spotless today. Organize everything. Hi guys. I might restart this. I think I am going to restart it, and I'm about to switch. Lives. I'm about to end this. And I think we're going to do